Good evening, London.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all well. The New World Order. The New World Order. In many shapes and forms and sizes, kind of rolling towards us in every way, shape, and form. I mean, everything, I've said it before, like everything is kind of the New World Order that you're watching. The migrants, the economy, the Online Safety Act, the facial recognition cameras, the national ID cards. I mean, the list's endless for what's coming in for the New World Order. To be honest, a plan long in the making, very very long in the making, long before any of us were born. This was the plan, um, and by hook or crook, these people are going to pull it off and finish what they were planned for, or their families have planned for a long time. And it is the plan of ages, and now is Endgame. Actually, a documentary called Endgame. I think one of Alex Jones's. Um, yeah, it's rolled out slowly, to be honest, but we're kind of getting fast tracked now. I think it's. Yeah, I mean, this has been happening your entire life. It really has. I can't stress how this has always been the plan. This has been happening your entire life, and now we're just entering the real final stages of putting the icing on top of the cake in many ways, but also not, because we haven't quite implemented the New World Order yet. But in order to do what the New World Order is, ultimately a one world government, a one world religion. Um, so there'll be no more wars, no more conflict, there will be peace. So, I mean, that's a good thing in a way, but basically all the peasants will be peasants forever. You will be the slaves. If you do not do as you're told by the rich people, end game for you, or many, many things in your life, or you'll just go to prison, or who knows what they'll do to you when the times come. Because in effect, I like to look on this as the people who were behind the Nazis. So, the Nazis. Um, the Nazis were never defeated. We smashed the shit out of Germany. We blew the shit out of the German army. But ultimately, the Nazis and the Nazi ideology and everything that was trying to be accomplished in many ways by the Nazis, a one world order. Um, it's being done again. We're going again here. Whether it's the same people, debatable, probably is. But yeah, we're going again, and they've just figured out that trying to take the world by force didn't work. It was too much hard work, didn't work. Everybody fought back. So eventually they lost, and well, that was World War Two. So now they're going to do it in a different way. And taking it by force didn't work, so let's take it by stealth and through debt and governments and totalitarian fucking rules and all this kind of thing. It'll be brought in by your own governments and then indebted by your own governments. It's not a foreign entity coming in to do you in here, and we have to fight back like the World War Two here. This has been done from within. You've absolutely been taken down from within here. And really, it's the only way to take anything down. If you look into the best way to take anything down is from within. Think of the Trojan horse story of Troy and the Trojan horse. Don't stand outside throwing sticks and stones and spears and firing arrows at concrete walls. Get yourself in sneakily and then slaughter everybody in their sleep. Formidable plan, absolutely formidable plan. Take things down from within. So that's exactly what's happening here. The entire country, not just England, the entire world is to follow suit, and everybody will be done from within. Governments have been corrupted, politicians have all been corrupted, and the New World Order will flow through, and all the slaps in the face that you keep getting, the British people, like the politicians aren't listening to you, is because the politicians aren't listening to you. They're fulfilling the plans of the elites, and this is again, it's the new world order, the elites' new world order, and all these people that have helped fulfill the new world order, like Keir Starmer, David Cameron, John Major, all these people that have helped fulfill the new world order systematically down the line will all be looked after, and their families will be looked after in the new world order, and they won't be the slaves. You will. So, if you manage to survive, because we're going to go through some fucking shitstorms before we get to this new world order, believe me, not just the economy and poverty, we've got wars coming, possibly civil unrest. Um, yeah, many kinds of bagwash are rolling down the road here. And many people won't see them till they've hit us, but trust me, if you've got the eyes to see, anybody who's got a bit of wisdom here, a bit of intelligence, and the eyes to see can see that there's a lot of shitstorms coming down the road here. And dissenters, people who go against the New World Order, against the government, and against the elites, the dissenters will be dealt with, and you're already starting to see that the British government and the police have turned on the people because they don't work for the people. They never have. It's all a load of bullshit. It's a fugazi. Yeah, the illusion of democracy. If you've got the illusion of democracy, you don't need a democracy. So this is the way of things here. Yeah, hook nor crook, this will be completed. The new world order. And we're rolling out facial recognition cameras all across the UK, as the video says here from Cyber Waffle, 49,200 subscribers. We're rolling out facial recognition throughout the UK, 10,000 vans to be rolled out. And ultimately, this is for crime, and to get the crime down, order out of chaos. They've brought the chaos, and now they're going to bring in all the things they need to bring back the order. Number one, facial recognition cameras everywhere, everywhere. By the time they're finished, every street, everywhere. You will not be able to walk in the United Kingdom when they're finished without being on a camera. So should you break any of the rules, they will know exactly where you are.
Britain's mass facial recognition rollout alarms rights group. The stuff that we've got to talk about in today's video is absolutely absurd. And for the past couple of weeks, I've been researching this topic and talking to journalists, and it keeps getting deeper and deeper. And what I'm about to share with you in this video should raise some serious alarm bells. So for the past few years, the government have been trialing a new technology, which is basically what China use. It's basically a facial ID system that allows the government and the police to profile people and match them against existing databases. Now, when researching this video, a few websites I actually tried to find out information about this weren't accessible from the UK. I actually had to use a VPN, and we'll talk about that later. But over the past couple of weeks, I've actually had a couple of police officers reach out to me and talk about this, especially from the London police, talking about how this is going to be rolled out throughout London, and also how it's going to be rolled out in various different other cities around the UK. Outside supermarkets or in festival crowds, millions are now having their features scanned by real-time facial recognition systems in Britain. The only European
only European to deploy the technology. So far, again, it's all like test runs. Do you know what I mean? Like, you always test it out in a smaller place before you roll it out across the world. And England being a small island, but a small island with a lot of people is the perfect place to test this out. So this is going worldwide. Don't get me wrong. This is absolutely going worldwide. But England being a small island is the perfect place to test it. So that's what they're doing. Yeah, and this is it's outside supermarkets. So again, just going for your shopping, but your face will be logged for future reference. Should you break any laws of any kind, your face will be logged for future reference. Supermarkets, just generally getting the public when they're going shopping or festivals, large crowds basically, where they can get a lot of people in one go. Make it cost effective as well. So yeah, apparently 10,000 of these vans are being rolled out, but obviously starting in the cities, initially London, Manchester, Birmingham, Cardiff, Newcastle, Liverpool, Leeds, all these major cities you would imagine will be getting them first. Then they'll be getting rolled out to the bigger towns, the smaller towns, but eventually this will be nationwide. The only people that might escape little small villages, but even then, maybe not. Absolutely, maybe not. Um, if you can get internet in a small village, you can probably put these cameras there as well. So I would imagine this is going not just nationwide but worldwide eventually. Without so play a bit more.
Country to deploy the technology on a large scale. And we can see these police vans, and also, as you may learn later in the video, it's not just in London, it's now in other cities too. At London's Notting Hill Carnival, where 2 million people are expected to celebrate Afro-Caribbean culture over the 24th to 25th, facial recognition cameras are being deployed near entrances and exits. The police have said that their objective was
Yeah, Notting Hill Carnival. That was another shit show apparently of arrests and beef. So I'll maybe cover that in another video as well. Something like there was something like 400 not arrests or something. Um, yeah, so that's a bit of a shit show as well. But because it's the Notting Hill Carnival and it's for black people, we can't abandon it because it's become more hassle than it's worth. No, no, no. We have to fucking go ahead no matter what the fuck, no matter how many people get murdered. So yeah, it was rolled out on the Notting Hill Carnival, this facial recognition. But again, this is coming. Everything's coming again. The New World Order. It's all getting rolled out worldwide. They were removing cash from society so they can monitor every transaction you ever make. There will be no cash. The facial recognition everywhere. Everything will be scanned and logged. Everything you do will be um, recorded. And yeah, this is total lockdown of the entire world, where you will be a slave, and if you're not a good slave, you will be punished. So no one's going to like this. Honestly, nobody is going to like the New World Order. No one in England, no one in Europe, no one in America, no one in Australia, no one in the entire world who is a peasant like us is going to like the New World Order.
to identify and intercept wanted individuals by scanning faces in large crowds and comparing them with thousands of suspects already in the police database. Then Police Chief Mark Rowley states that this has actually led to over 1,000 arrests since the start of 2024. Now, it's worth noting that over 650 arrests have been made from 2 cameras that were deployed over 100 times this year. 2 cameras, 650 arrests. But there's one more thing that absolutely shocks me the most. Like, it's the
Yeah, I mean, what's going to happen is because crime's that bad, they're going to roll these out. The public are going to love it because crime has got that bad, as we all know. There's rapes and murders everywhere and stabbings. Again, order out of chaos. So crime's got that bad. They're rolling these cameras out. It's pitched as a good idea to solve crime. But everybody, the average person, the general moron of the earth, will not figure out that this will then be turned on them. This is the problem. People haven't got foresight at all. And years, months down the line, this all gets turned on you. It's all a good idea to start with until it's turned on you. And the future I keep speaking of is here, and then it's all not part of protecting you anymore. It's very much part of controlling you.
worst part of all of this. But before I tell you that, a quick thank you to Private Internet Access. If you're looking for a VPN that allows you to stay private online,
Yeah, apparently YouTube banning VPNs though. Again, uh, everyone falling in line with the New World Order, because it's the world order. The whole world has playing ball here. And pretty much everyone in every country has already been corrupted. Everybody in every government in every country has been corrupted and is playing ball with the New World Order. COVID was ultimately the proof that everybody was playing ball with the New World Order. So yeah, everybody's ready to go. It's just we're implementing it more slowly, so the whole world doesn't realise and kick off. Is kind of the crack, and you implement the systems piece by piece, and you test them in certain areas. So this is kind of what's going on now. The testing parts of the infrastructure and part of the defence and part of the prison that will enslave you all. This is exactly Britain is now the test case here. Small island, perfect to be honest, perfect island with a lot of people, a lot of trouble. Um, I'm surprised that it's yeah, like we didn't see this coming, to be honest, that England would be the test pilot for the entire event. Like, um, And being a democracy, it needs to be brought down to its knees because the New World Order is not democratic. So this is what you're watching, and believe it or not, it will only get worse till we end up in the New World Order, the total lockdown for everybody. If you manage to make it there through a lot of the trouble that's going to come before it. So it really is time to wake up now for people, and if people don't wake up now, it's a game over. To be honest, it's end game, and you will never be free again.
A VPN that doesn't keep logs, and it's also a VPN that works on multiple different devices. So you have one plan, it works on all your devices. Make sure you check out private internet access at the link down below. You get 86% off and 4 months free, and with pretty much all of my videos getting demonetized, it's a fantastic way to support.
All his videos getting demonetized again, YouTube cracking down, all these auditors. I mean, I worry for them again. People coming in the night to arrest people, 4 o'clock in the morning, kicking auditors' doors in. A lot like fucking probably the Gestapo and the Russians, and you know what I mean, that they used to do in fucking communist countries to scare the shit out of the people. I mean, I might make a video on AP audits being arrested as well. And they're coming in for 4 o'clock in the morning again, just total Gestapo. Like we're now living almost in like Nazi Germany here. Um, I maintain if some of my relatives as well, he died in the Second World War, and if these people had seen what this country has become, they wouldn't have went. They wouldn't have went and died for this country because it's been sold out eventually anyway. It's took nearly another 100 years, but we lost eventually anyway. The British people were too busy sleeping, watching football and X Factor, and the whole country was taken from us. And part of it was done by debt. We're in that much debt to a certain cartel of people that ultimately will want the money back someday, and will ultimately own the country because we do not have the money to pay them back because we printed all the money from them, borrowed it, and they didn't print the interest. So it was kind of a system that was built to fail, to be honest, absolutely built to fail.
Support the channel, and it allows me to carry on doing my deep dives into all this information. Right, now back to the video. Now, in July of this year, they obviously introduced the Online Safety Act, and something else happened in July that I wasn't even aware of, but you're about to be. This all falls after the British police made a pledge in July of 2025 to roll static and mobile cameras out all over British towns and cities with a promised scope of 10,000 active cameras by 2030. So just to be clear, 650 arrests from 2 cameras. Imagine what's going to happen with 10,000. But you may be thinking, good, they're catching criminals. Londoner Sean Thompson, a 39-year-old black man, said he was arrested after being wrongly identified as a criminal by one of these cameras and has filed an appeal against the police. And you can look online, there are hundreds of people writing on Reddit and different forums how they were identified by one of these cameras and wrongly identified as being a completely different person, and in some cases, being arrested, had to go into a jail cell, spend a couple of hours or even overnight, and wait for someone to come to the police station with a form of ID to prove they're not the person who the face ID says they are. This is absolutely insane. Now, we've had many different rights organizations make comments about this as well, saying how this is actually unlawful and it violates some of the freedoms that we do have in the Western world, not just in the United States, but in the UK as well. This violates some of our freedoms of which we have been promised. Then here's the bit that absolutely sent me over the edge. So the most abhorrent thing about all of this is the following statement. The technology enables the police to match users against a database, but also detail notes about persons in which they believe to be suspicious based on behavior. The police have not stated how long these notes remain linked to a person's facial identification. So essentially, a police officer can be sat in the back of one of these vans, or they can be sat in an office somewhere, and a face scan could come up for you. They could think you're acting suspicious, and they can add a note against you. So when the next camera picks you up, you're noted as a suspicious person. Now,
I mean, this is obviously as well. It's obviously why they're bringing all the migrants in, because ultimately it can cause chaos on the streets, and then justify things like this, these facial recognition vans, more police, you know what I mean, more powers, curfews. All this can be done through chaos, and ultimately the two things that the migrants are doing is costing us a fortune and causing chaos. And ultimately, that's perfect for the elites or the powers that be, and in order for them to bring in the rules they want to bring in. So this is why the migrants are being brought hand over fist to literally cause chaos here, to rape people, to murder people. They know fine well bringing people from the third world won't go down well. That's why they've never done it before. So yeah, yeah, we've never invited the world's criminals over to England to live before, because we probably knew it wouldn't go down well. So it's being done on purpose. It's absolutely being done on purpose to cause chaos. It was spending a fortune. It's spending us into an oblivion. Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, is about to do all the British people in while we give all our money away to foreigners. It's the beauty of it, you know what I mean? She's about to rob all the people of Britain, the nationals of Britain, the people who are born here, the people who work here and live here and have all their lives. She's going to rob all them people to pay for foreigners in hotels and give them iPhones. And if you don't think this government is slapping you in the face and wants you to rise up and kick off, then God knows where you are, you know what I mean? Because this is literally the situation here. We're taking money. We're going to rob all the British people of their inheritance, of their houses, of everything. We'll take the lot of you eventually. They really will. And they're going to give it all to foreigners who just landed on our shores. A lot of them criminals. Give them iPhones, designer gear, put them in hotels for months and months on end, and then put them in free houses, give them free money for their entire lives probably, and while they take it all off you. So it's a scandal beyond scandal, to be honest. And people, if you can't see what's coming now, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, to be honest. Wait till the next budget, and then the budget after that, and then the budget after that, when we've got nothing left. And again, these people are still coming and in hotels, and this is what's happening. Honestly, this is what's happening. It's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse, till we've got nothing left. Again, spreading the wealth, our wealth, to the poor people. The New World Order, equality. Again, you need to really look into the New World Order. I think Jordan Maxwell was a good person who tells you about it, or even maybe David Icke, but don't listen to all the lizard shit. But plenty of people out there, Alex Jones, know about the New World Order, and I've been telling you for 20 years, and for 20 years, all we do is ever take steps towards the New World Order. So, again, no one's going to like this. Absolutely no one's going to like it. No one's going to be free. No one's going to have fun. It's going to be a horrible, horrible world, and if we don't stop this now, it'll never be stopped. And even now, it could be too late. These people are maybe too powerful, with too many resources, with too much money. The only thing we have is the numbers, the people, but the people need to stand and rise and get fucking real clever real fast, to be honest. So I'll leave it there. Facial recognition cameras all over the UK eventually, guaranteed, all part of the New World Order. I'll leave it there. Peace.
How about new, you crazy bastard?